Hey guys, welcome back. Let's follow Dillian. So something I just realized, which is a little bit embarrassing, but I just had the pause menu up, and because I was waiting for things to export, I was just kind of going over the controls. There's a melee attack in combat, and I'm wondering if that would actually open up the guy's shield for a sword strike. So we're going to be trying that next time. We're also taking the path that Dylan did not go on, wondering if maybe there's some lore down here, some through this lore. Doesn't look like it. No. Gosh, I'm still really hurting. Like you can just see from the way she's walking, the way she's holding her side. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going.
It was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Go towards him, quick.
Did you see him?
Run. Come on, before he disappears. Go, go, go. Ow.
I'm going. These voices are so unsettling. And surround sound, like they come out of different speakers, and I hear them from like everywhere in the room. It's crazy. God, she is just stumbling over herself. Man. Pobrecita, she is.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father, Zinbel, made sure of that.
Zinbel.
Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
So her father kept her home. My wife posited that one of the voices might be the voice of her boyfriend. Do you mean like in her head or his actual voice? So like she's saying maybe both, that he's like channeling through her, or she's imagining it, maybe somewhere in between. It's an interesting thought. She's saying that because I'm carrying the head, if that's really where his soul is, like if that's their belief that that's the seat of his soul, then a part of his essence is still with her. That's a very interesting thought. This is a big area to explore, and I have to say I'm a little disappointed that I have yet to find anything in my explorations. I mean, it's cool. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Senua's mom.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
So our mother at least seems encouraging. And she's telling us it seems like you're a small fish in a big ocean and everything, like all the tide is going against you, but with the whole ocean as your home, you can just go with the flow. It doesn't ask you to swim with it or against it. Okay, I feel like I may have missed things back here, but other than peeking around this corner, no, I've been there. We're just gonna move on. If I missed anything, sorry. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous sand.
It's already already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he is. I just heard one of the voices say that. Where he is. I don't see him.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
Oh, there.
Play under the shade of a tree.
In the distance, you can see just kind of like a star-looking thing.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him.
Yeah, there he is under the tree.
Gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Some more darkness. Get up. Come on. So, just over there by the sunset. Oh, interesting.
The
on
Northmen
the side of a
tell of a
boat.
great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great
not
tree,
Sigmund. I'm more of a
and one
guy.
day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses it, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
That's not very nice. Oh, that's the end of that part of the story. I wonder if the level designers went to specific areas and designed it after it, because like little details like this little kind of wash area that leads up to this little grate, like things like that are very realistic. It's very, I live in Oregon, it's very Pacific Northwest, and just the way that the rocks and or shells are muddled together, like the whole thing, it's very accurate to beaches in the north. So I wonder if they actually visited the Netherlands. Okay, I feel like this may actually be where we're supposed to be going. Gosh. The voice acting and the character animations are done so well that I genuinely feel a little bit bad that I'm making her run right now. Now, I believe it's in character for her to be running, that despite any amount of pain that she feels, she's trying to... Oh, no, it's the only way we can go. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. No, we can go around this way. That despite any amount of pain she feels, she's trying to get to Dillion as fast as she can. Okay, yeah, there's a lore thing around here. But she just looks so hurt while I'm making her run.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end?
So he's more delicious for the wolf?
That night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Oh, you're right. I won't. You're done now. I mean, if there was delicious food that I was eating, and then you smeared honey on it, like, I would just be even more all about that. That would not be a deterrent of any sort. Maybe the goal is to make, like, competition for Sigmund, that he's now so delicious that several creatures want to devour him, and then they fight each other for his deliciousness. That's really all I can think of. Sigmund the Delicious. Really, I just want something smeared with honey now. Like that, some like good honey seared pork or something like that. I'll be all about that.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Oh, that's a good shot right there. Man, look at that. Very well framed. Let's find out Sigmund's fate here.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free.
That's some strong
After
teeth,
his
Sigmund.
escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Look at her, man. She is beat up. Cold of heart and pure of blood. I mean, whenever I hear pure of blood, I feel like that means that she's going to become pregnant by Sigmund.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's different. You want to believe
Oh,
it's real.
what's happening?
You're deluded. Where are you
Oh.
going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
How different
If
I
only
look.
she could do the same.
So much happier.
See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Gosh, look at all of this gorgeousness. And there's the tree. I'm assuming that Dillian is somewhere at the top here. Oh, I'm not in control anymore, okay. How happy she is.
What's your name?
Suddenly very uncertain.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words.
She's like a bashful teenage girl. That's
Moment.
gorgeous. Gosh, I love it.
When you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
Whoa.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were.
Well,
That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
You tell him, Senua. Now let's get us a sword.
Dillion? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Gosh.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillion? Nothing lives here.
Everything hanging from the
You
tree.
won't survive.
Ugh.
You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you?
It's more lore.
He's waiting for you by
We're
the
gonna
tree.
find out about Sigmund now. No? No. Okay, whoops. This is more lore, right? Okay, good. I was like, come on.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise,
Yep.
she lies with her own
I
brother.
knew it.
She gives birth to a son named Sinfiotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Siggeir is vicious. Alright. So this looks like the same one over there, and I'm guessing this is not lore. No. Okay, I'm not sure what it is. These obelisk type things. But this one from here. Okay, I can see the circle from here, and the other ones you can't really see the circle on, so this is lore.
As Sigmund and Sinfiotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Wow. So really what Grimr is telling us here is don't let vengeance be your only goal here, because there is a heavy price to pay with vengeance. Okay, so that is not lore. Are we going up to the tree now? Yep, here we are. Let's take a look around it before we go into the obvious area. Okay, no, that's just the path that we could have come up over there. And that's the way we just came up now. Alright, let's... This is the obvious area. What is this, though? Is there like a face there? I don't know what this is.
Take it. A sword.
Oh, it's a sword.
Dillion left it for you. Take it.
Oh, it's Sigmund's sword. We are not worthy of the hammer of, the sword of Sigmund. Sword.
It's a tree. It's a tree. It's ending. It's coming from there. And there. Oh, what are they? Look. Where's it coming from? She started something.
Oh, those are the things that I thought was lore. Okay.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a
sword that can slay gods. Its name is Grimr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole,
Trying.
but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Grimr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard.
Okay.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's
So
the
that's
shard?
what these are, the obelisks. They're shards.
Find it. There it is. Focus. Where's the shard? Focus.
And yeah, you can see they are sword-like. Okay.
Get closer.
So these are the shards of Grimr.
It's not safe.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
That's not a very happy story, Druth. Why don't you have very happy stories? Oh, okay. Wow. We are no longer by the world tree. Oh, there's Dillian up there, though. Not the world tree. That was not Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil. Whenever Senua looks into the camera, like looks directly at us from the screen, it's super cool and also a little bit creepy. I'm guessing we're going to need this at some point.
What is it? What does it see?
Okay. I was going to say we're going to go this way first, but clearly that's not an option.
You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do about yourself? Focus. Focus.
Focus on the mask. Oh. Interesting.
You want to see what the mask sees? No. Where are we? What is this? It's the same.
Whoa. Okay, very cool. Is it all... Yeah, look, and now it's all dark and rainy on that side.
I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay.
One of the voices just said it. I like it here. Can we stay?
The bridge.
Yeah, it's nice here.
It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
Okay. So, can we open this door? We cannot. Oh, Laura's on shields now.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death.
Still injured in
And
this
the
world.
gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
He loves you.
Alright.
Loving you. Dillian. Dillian, we're here. Dillian. We're nearly here.
So I'm looking for that kind of upturned F. There's a gate here. Can we go through the gate? Alright, it's chained. We cannot do that
Open
yet.
the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will.
Ah, but here's the bridge on the other side of that mask. Ah, so now I put the bridge down, go through the mask, and come back this way. Eve. Atta girl. Oh, it's looking like a different direction this time as well. I didn't notice that before. Yeah. See? The mask is over there now. Now I can go this way. Nice.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through
The
it.
gate is open
It's
over here.
dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
Oh, there's a mask back here. Okay.
Dillion. There he is.
Oh, there's Dillion.
What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillion,
Okay, but
don't
how do
lose
I get
him.
through?
Way too many times.
Alright, let's go with the mask.
Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other
Let's see if we
world.
can open this gate
He's in the dark world.
from this side. No, gate's chained shut.
The way he touched you.
I
The
haven't
world
found
once seemed so simple.
F yet. Can I open this?
Black and white,
No.
darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young."
Why would you tell anybody that? Anybody? Oh dear indeed.
You can't go up there. You can't go up there. Not in this world.
Okay.
Not in this world.
Ooh, can I go out this gate though? I bet I go out here and unlock the gate in the other world. Nice. I will continually comment on how pretty this game is. So, can I go in the door now? Can I open it in this world? I can, okay. But this is closed in this world. I bet you in the dark world, that's open. Which mask? Let's go this one over here, it's closer. And by that, I mean, let's go... actually, this one over here has now become closer, because I'd have to go all the way around from the other one. No. Yes. Yes. Oh, there's the tree over there. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Back to the dark world. And now we should be able to get through the front door. And that side
led you
gate.
astray. You should have listened to him father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to me? But his love has tortured you, and it tortures him.
Oh, and look to our right
Where are you
there.
taking He's up there. He's up there.
You can see the fractured reality there.
There's a way. There is a way up there.
So let's see if we can find where it all comes together right there. Awesome.
You have no chance.
The whole fractured reality thing is very cool. Is Is there a way to get over there, maybe? I opened that gate. Let's see if there's something over there before we go looking upstairs.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
Right now, the darkness is swallowing you both. Let's see. So we opened this area, but to what end? Thus far, there has been nothing over
Was it worth
here.
it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. Does it deserve to be taken?
Okay, so maybe there wasn't anything that we needed to search for over here. Let's go up the stairs. Oh, here we go. Another lore.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki
jeez.
asks him why he wasn't taking part.
Loki tricked a
Huth
blind
says,
man.
I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed.
Oh, jeez.
And for this, Huth is slain.
Loki be tricksy, man. Loki be tricksy for real. Dillian! He's right there! More runes.
You are guilty.
Man.
Was it worth it?
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. And she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past. And Dillian. Her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Her dad sounds like a douche.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies.
Oh my gosh.
She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Interesting. Alright, so I can get over there.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
Are you kidding?
Opening this door here. We're doing everything we can here. Oh, there's Dillian. He's up there, though. Okay, I see right here. Awesome.
You have no time for this. Speed up.
Gods are laughing at you. I'll probably have to open that in the other world.
Set you up, and now they're going to watch you.
What if these trials...
Dillian, wait for me, my love.
Laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
Dillian, you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just
Oh, I can see one of the answers right there, right in front of me. Oh, it's the other way, though. Okay, so I gotta get outside and around. Which means I gotta get around somehow. Here we are. Oh, and more lore.
Overcome with grief, The gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me.
Loki, of course.
The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
That's what I'm thinking.
Remember the smell of his neck? Your cat will kill the things that are most precious to you.
So now we can go around and get all the way around to the other room. Wait, the other room's not there? Nothing. Oh, but the bridge is here. I was like, what?
You broke him. You killed him. I couldn't see the darkness
They
within
keep
you.
saying that I killed him. I'm wondering how literal that is. Okay. So now I can come across here.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's still alive. What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Okay, there's still one more room to find.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a
I know
wolf,
this story.
and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
By minute.
Okay, so we found all the runes.
She thinks she's
So we should be able to open this door now.
special.
They mean nothing.
Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just...
Go. Go.
What if the gods are...
He's right there. Oh.
Messing with her
It would
Okay,
be...
don't fall.
Dillian!
first time.
Looks like he's like waving to us. No, you come here.
Be quick.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Senua. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes.
No.
Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
I'm going as fast as I can. I'm not doing this.
Quicker.
The game is forcing me side to side. Oh my gosh, that was intense. Dillian, don't jump! Don't jump!
No!
I knew it.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Oh, is that the first test?
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness.
Oh, that's Dillian. We haven't seen him
He
yet.
cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares?
So he's telling him to embrace. Or he's telling us to embrace
the price you pay for the gift you have. A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
All right.
It's done.
First test passed.
But there's more.
All right, and episode over here. We'll take on the second test next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support, of course. It really helps us when you like, when you comment, when you share with your friends. Seriously, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you guys next time when we head into this world. See you then. Bye.